It's been a while. Oh boy, it's been a while since I've turned on this camera. Dear Lord. Anyway, hi, I'm Steve. I'm blind, and I haven't turned on this camera in like so long, like literally probably about a month. So I wanted to at least sit down and sort of go over a few things and just kind of give a little bit of a life update because stuff has happened. And essentially, I just wanted to address a few things and just kind of update you on what's going on with life and this channel and everything in between. So yeah. First off, I wanted to give another update and the fact of my day job situation. Some of you who follow me on Twitter would have found out or I've talked about. I lost my part-time gig. I lost my job again. For those who are kind of new to the channel, roughly, in January, I was laid off from a job that I worked at for 9 years, and it was something I really loved and kind of took a lot of wind out of my sails. But 2019 has been kind of nice, and it's been a roller coaster of just awesomeness and just kind of like devastating stuff that has happened, one of which being the job that was my dream job I lost. And so I figured, you know what, I'll focus in on video game stuff, but I need to find something that was at least that could kind of sustain me for finances to be able to, so I can basically pay rent and stuff. So I got a part-time job working in radio in April, and I found out recently that essentially the department was moving into a different direction, and I tried to be able to work out a way for me to be able to still stay on, but the company just decided to, or the station decided to move on and go with someone else. And so essentially I got laid off. I was really trying desperately in October to try to be able to sort of fix that, and that's why I wasn't really uploading so much. I was not only just with that, but I was busy with a few other things, a few events and stuff that some good stuff. But essentially, I had to take some time to try to be able to at least line up, like still keep some employment. And unfortunately, I lost that battle. But that being said, for some people even asked if it was the IGN gig that I mentioned on Twitter, if that's the one I lost. No, that one actually is still happening. I'm still freelancing graphic design wise for IGN. They actually been very nice to me throughout this whole situation. That once I kind of let them know sort of what's been happening, they've been extremely kind, the staff there, and essentially have been like, yeah, no, take whatever jobs you need, we'll send over some stuff if you need some hours, and they've been extremely generous for that. And so IGN has been great. So I'm still with them. It was just the job that I was doing essentially to pay the rent. Unfortunately, I lost. So essentially within Canada, it does allow you to, being laid off does allow you to sort of claim unemployment, which means that I do get some sort of income to be able to sustain myself. So I'm essentially kind of beholden to that for a little bit because I don't really have any prospects anywhere else. And I feel like that the radio industry is kind of not for me anymore, which is sad to say because it's been my dream job since I was a teenager. But essentially, I've realized that chapter of my life is closing, and I think the video game industry, in regards to accessibility or just making content around video games, that's something that there's been a lot of momentum lately that it would be dumb of me to not want to take advantage of. So, with the time that I have available now, the plan is essentially I'm going to start streaming more again. I'm going to try to be able to at least upload more stuff to YouTube. I want to start up my podcasting again. I don't know what form each of those three will take, mainly just because it's like I feel like I have these opportunities in front of me to make some amazing content and to sort of try to be able to, I want to grow the audience of sort of grow my community so that it can be useful in not only just being able to be a voice and an advocate for the accessibility community, but also to just help support kind of me. This is new territory for me. I've always been working at a full-time like corporate position. That's always where I felt more comfortable because there's a lot of sort of behind the scenes sort of things that get taken care of that you don't have to worry about. All you have to do is show up to work and then they pay you and then they also pay taxes and all that stuff. So this is being sort of a self-employed person-ish for the time being, that's something that's scary, and I don't know what I'm doing. But I want to get to a point where essentially that I can be comfortable and not have to worry about a lot of different things. So that's the current plan right now. So what form streaming, making YouTube content, or podcasting will take, I don't know yet. But there are ideas that are brewing. There's always ideas of brewing, but some are starting to kind of come more to the fruition in the forefront to be able to make some really cool stuff. So we'll see. This is so vague. I know. I want to be able to basically say, you know what? I lost my job, so I'm doing this, this, and this. Be great, but like life kind of gets in the way. So I'm figuring out as I go. You're basically watching me at a point where I don't know what I'm doing yet, but that'll happen soon. Trust me. Another thing, basically personal-wise, I became an uncle again. My brother and my sister-in-law had a baby literally on November 1st, just this past weekend, and his name is Connor. So now I now have two nephews, Caleb and Connor, and they're both roughly about almost 2 years apart. Actually, almost 2 years. Like it's like a year and 11 months apart, essentially, which is great. And I can't wait to be the video game uncle for both of them. I have essentially actually I have it even right here. I have the NES and the SNES Mini that I'm going to be giving to them as their first console. That's the plan. Once they get old enough and the parents agree to it, which I think my brother would, because he's always into video games. But I think I want them to experience that as their first video game console, as it were. So that's that. So that's that. That's the little bit of personal kind of thing. I'm also I've also got a few other things kind of in the works as far as teaching wise. I've got a podcast project that is coming up around Cyberpunk that that we kind of soft announced it, but I don't want to give any firm details yet as far as anything until that kind of get there's basically a lot of T's to be crossed and I's to be dotted before I can really kind of start talking about that fully. But believe me, when you hear about it, or when I'm able to, when I really can talk about it, you're gonna hear a lot of it. So don't worry, that'll be coming up relatively soon. So that's kind of it. Oh, and I want to talk about, The Last of Us. So there was a comment that I saw that someone says, did you stop again playing this? Yes, I did stop, but it was I releasing it every single day for a while was kind of taking a lot out of me mentally. So and it wasn't really getting a lot of traction as I was hoping for. I mean, not to say that I was doing it for the numbers, but essentially I was putting a lot of effort into it, and it wasn't really kind of paying off as much as I wanted it to. So I had to take a break from it, and I like the whole thing shot. Like, the good thing is I finished the game. It's all recorded. Everything's done. I just have to sit down and actually edit episodes out and release them. So because I want to do that soon, because I want to get into the Left Behind sort of DLC, and essentially I want to be able to do that in the lineup for The Last of Us, which is now being pushed to The Last of Us Part 2, which is now being pushed till May, which is sad, but you know what, it's fine. It releases the deluge of games in spring for all of us. As far as games I'm going to be coming up that I want to be able to play, I want to be able to play Jedi Fallen Order. I want to play Death Stranding at least a little bit. I have to figure out financially how to be able to do that, because as much as I am an influencer, I don't get a lot of influencer codes, except unless it's an Ubisoft game. So we'll see how that if I can be able to get those in time. I also want to play Luigi's Mansion 3. That'd be awesome. There's a lot of games coming out right now. Even Call of Duty, I sort of am tempted to get back into that series. I don't know. But there's a lot of games that are coming out that I'm gonna have to sort of figure out how to be able to do that and financially. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of it. It's been a long rambling mess. I apologize. This isn't really planned out. I just wanted to sit down in front of the camera just to kind of get the cobwebs out, I haven't really talked to you in a while. How you doing? Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing all right. Let me know. Let me know if you're doing okay, because I miss you. I really do. I really do miss uploading on this channel and all that stuff. And so don't worry. Stuff is happening. I'll talk about it when I can, but I want to. I will have some videos soon on stuff, and don't worry, I've got plenty of time now to do it. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks so much. As always, I remain obediently yours. Bye.